Let's hope that it doesn't cut in and out. Now, we are here to do the Gemini update for July. So those of you who are still awake and welcome present. Again, if you are wanting to make a booking, you can go to the link below. Even if the sections are blocked out on the website, inbox me via the website and we can tee up a reading. I can do it manually. Now, your crowning energy coming through. I'm hearing ego. Okay, now, there can be a situation of clash of prides, blocks, wondering who needs to take the first step, wondering what the devil's going on. Now, blockages of what's coming through can be in relation to communication. Hey, Andrew. So there can be a communication related issue going on that is really peeving you off. Again, with the Mercury frequency, it can be, non-communication. Now, the clarification card you got is letter in reverse, lack of communication. Pride comes before a fall. This can be your thought process towards another individual or directly connected to yourself. This can be where people aren't seeing eye to eye, but actions are speaking louder than words. So I'm feeling as though what your energetic need is, you could potentially be falling into ego and then moving away from it. And again, with the Cancer Moon energy, being feminine energy, it is third eye energy, but it can be the egoic state. So you might be purging a cycle. You may be looking at things from different angles, thinking about it, doing the 7 stages of healing to release and detach. You can also be transmuting another person's energy. Again, it can be a person, place, or thing. This can be your opinion of a direct situation that you're dealing with. And again, I'm going to be covering the Cancer eclipse for the full moon in Capricorn and the new moon in Cancer. Now, the new moon in Cancer happens on the 2nd. The full moon in Capricorn happens on the 16th. And a lot of that frequency potentially can be connected to the nodes in Cancer and Capricorn, as well as from January. Again, you will feel these energies potentially 40 days before the eclipses to 40 days after. But in general, these things can come up. Now, if you look at your zodiac chart, your personal birth chart, if you have any placements of Cancer and Capricorn, those energies can be coming through. I'd say by mid-month, you may even need to look at the Leo placement in your chart with the next cycle coming through. I feel that this detachment that you're going through, it's really, I'm feeling that you're meditating a lot. You're going into your internal to feel what you want. Regardless of communication, again, there may be a feeling that the give and take is out of balance. And that unless it's in balance, you're not willing to budge any further than you are without communication. I do feel I'm hearing correct communication, healthy communication, trying to get yourself balanced and anchored in. It can be also that you're visually looking at other people around you and they're not as balanced as they should be. You may have already gone through the purge in June, and you're looking at people then now going through what you went through. Well, I'm recording this at the end of June, but for those of you watching it in July, potentially last month of what you went through. With the Cancer energy of the eclipse, now it can be that your frequency is probably a little bit more balanced, or you may be super triggered. So you're going to have to be gentle with yourself around this time. You've got the Knight of Cups as the energy. Now, with this, you may be needing to take a lighter approach towards kin, family, feminine energies, nurturing yourself. Again, a cycle can be changing around these dynamics of what you're directly attracting, but I'm feeling you're in your head a lot. You're seeing the truth of situations of what is and what isn't in alignment, okay? The clarification card is faithfulness in reverse. Who betrayed you may be coming back full 360. They can be coming back in a different shape and form. So you may be, if you've been purging a past tense situation connected to a love interest, for those of you who this is relevant, they're going to come back in a very different frequency, and you're going to look at them very strangely. And there is a potential during this Cancer Capricorn eclipse season this month where people can be coming and going, but at the same time, the energy of them coming in, it's going to be very different, and it can feel super strange, especially with reconnections and people from the past. It feels they're coming in with a different frequency, a bit more playful, a bit more nurturing and loving and open. I do feel the communication coming through in a very unique manner. Now, I'm going to pull clarification cards as I go with the chakras to see what's balancing out in these situations. We'll first do your crowning energy if that's coming through with that, and see whether it's external or internal. 2. Okay, you've got compassion in reverse, which is heart chakra, and communication again in reverse, which is throat chakra. And throat chakra has really been coming through quite heavily. Again, I don't feel, you know, if you are the one who's open to communication and you've been communicating effectively, but other people are communicating with you toxically, I don't feel it's your energy, even if the communication's dropped off with whoever that be. I feel as though you're transmuting that frequency. So I'll show you the 2 cards. When it comes to this egoic state, there's a purge of those areas for those energies to be balanced. And the Cancer Capricorn nodes are helping balance that situation out. You will have a lot of heart chakra activation, as well as not feeling the need to. And I do feel this is on the other person's side of the fence. Providing you're acting from your conscious mind and you're gaining the information through this cycle, I feel it's going to be crucial. At the same time, with your heart activation, don't own other people's wounds, especially if they're going into victim mentality, because with compassion in reverse, it's got the lotus flower on it, and that is very much connected to Chiron in Aries, which is about us taking accountability for ourselves. Chiron, when you're looking at the chakras and the planets within your body, the 2 palms are connected to Chiron. So the wounds and us directly taking accountability comes from us alone. And that, as psychic download, as I mentioned in the Cancer previous video, the download I was getting psychically was, you can't teach things. Things need to be experienced. And this is really the download that's coming through for a lot of us collectively. If an egoic state, we are feeling that we need to take direct action for another individual, lessons will not be learnt. And due to the fact this is a karmic cycle, eclipses end things out and manifest new things in. You know, every door that opens and every door that closes is happening for a direct reason. I do feel detachment is necessary with this egoic situation going on. Even if we're feeling compassion, empath, etc., whether you have that or not doesn't change the fact that the cycle needs to close out with this individual through their own accountability. So detach from that. But I do feel this moon cycle, it's cutting out because of the weather. So I'm going to hope, I'm trying to check that out, 5 endings. Okay. This egoic state needs to purge. Let it happen. You're longing for it to happen. It's going to happen. But, you know, to balance this frequency, the way you go about it is almost don't tune into bloody heck, is this going to happen? It literally has to be. It's going to happen. It has to happen. Now I'm going to get my bag of popcorn and this one out. You need to watch the cycle go through. It doesn't have to be that you have to watch it. You need to detach of, okay, how is this going to come? Pulling the energy, and we're preventing the cycle from ending. And 5 and 5 is 10, 10 denoting endings, 5 denoting change, okay? 5 thumbs up. We had 5 and it's driving me crazy. Bloody help me with the internet. Now, when it comes to the karma of the Capricorn, I'm feeling this is in relation to love. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Energy of balance and truce with a romantic interest potentially, even though you've been looking at something in a black and white sense. Again, do look at where Capricorn falls in your chart. Do also look at where Cancer falls in your chart, if it does in fact. At the same time, I'm feeling that frequency in general connected to feminine compatibility, balance, truce. A person, place, or thing that you've been having an issue with, that you're wanting it to get back into balance. You're having blind faith. You won't see it coming and it's going to transform. Now, anything that's unstable and happy, a karmic cycle is going to come crashing down. And this feels very soon. By the 16th, this moon is coming through and it's going to be a purge of that cycle. And I'm seeing 3 weeks after the fact. With your romantic interest, again, the energy's transformed. In general, to the heart of the matter, between this connection, between the both of you, there is love. There is going to be a more openness and kindness. So if this person's projecting towards you, it's because they can uniquely be themselves right now. They energetically are recouping, okay? They're recovering. So they may have had the dissension of what I described as getting unwell, feeling very run down, doing too much, you know, having their pants hanging out, getting crap done, and they're exhausted, but they're recouping and they're resting. So you may feel no energy, then bang, heaps of energy. If you're directly with this person, they're battling through, they're recouping, and they're going to come back. They've, you know, something that they haven't learnt, though, had to happen. It had to happen in order to change who they are. So a dynamic they're moving through right now is stuffing them up, but it's actually helping them learn and purge, and they're getting into this place of accountability. They're being very stuck, but they've got the tool in their hand and they're ready to cut through the BS because they're picking up on your frequency. You potentially, Gemini, have been feeling very odd moods, okay? There could be very odd moods of emotions of trigger points, jealousy. This could be projected towards you or you directly feeling this environment. You may also feel, fucking internet, excuse my French. Whatever is coming through in a sense of energy for you guys, I do feel it's a surprise, okay? Every time I pick the card up, it snaps off. It's because we've got a thunderstorm. But it's going to be, okay? It's going to come out of nowhere. So this trigger, it can either be their reaction directly towards you, your reaction directly towards them. It's triggered. Cause change, but I'm not feeling a bad change. I'm feeling a change in the vibration. Whole situation. So if suddenly your counterpart's energy is really, really, you know, gone quiet or reacting in a very different way, you've triggered in this energy due to this karmic cycle, and I feel it's coming quite quickly. I do feel they feel they're running out of time. Time being the operative word. It's like running out of time. They know at the heart of the matter what they want, but they're in, some of them are in another location. Some of them are doing other things, and they're looking at it and they're going, I'm investing in this person, place, or thing. For those of you who are separate, I've been through the same cycle many, many times, which is eat, pray, repeat, which is coming up very heavily. But at the same time, they're like knowing they're wasting their time. It's pointless. So whatever they're doing, you know, in their process of their life, they feel they've invested incorrectly and they're wasting their time. Again, being a 5, it does mean it's got to change. Like, it's changing. Whether they want it or not, they've connected to a situation. And they know that at the heart of the matter, they need to communicate it and feel it, and they're just not feeling it. They're feeling it with you, and they need to move towards it. They're leaving the smoke and mirrors behind, and they feel before they were away from consciousness, they were able to lie to themselves. Now they feel as though it's like liberty leading the people. You know, especially with this kind of vision they've got, like, I'll try and not cut the frequency off. They've got the green and the blue flag falling, and it just reminds me of the painting of liberty leading the people. It's like they've been to battle, but the battle has been with themselves. Next reading I do is going to have to be in the other room. They feel as though the pain they were potentially to stop you from hurting, but they've hurt themselves in the meantime. So although you may be feeling at pain with a situation, this can be past, playing out, coming up, cropping up. So it doesn't have to be that it's transpiring right now. It can be a pain body experience and a memory. I do feel I'm also hearing chastity. I'm hearing that they're not wanting to be intimate with other people, that they feel it's in mind they feel wasting their time. They are unable to with other people. That's what I'm hearing, and it feels a bit like a bit of medication. I don't know, but it feels as though that and the way they communicate potentially could have been toxic. Potentially could have been lack of integrity. It caused a lot of emotions in you. Now their hips on both sides may be playing up. Now this can be their knees, their hips, you know, almost like they're putting their battle armor down. Look, I don't know why this is coming through, but you might find it remotely amusing. It's like they put too much crap in their pocket. And I don't know whether they put things in their pocket so they don't forget where they are, but they're looking for things. They're looking for keys. They're very organized, but they're very unorganized because their head's not straight at the moment. Yeah, it looks oversized, and it's like they're chucking things in their pocket, and they look neat, but then they don't look neat. And it's not that they're not; it's just they're in a hurry. They're doing too much. They're in a hurry. Their hair's not looking so great at the moment. I think they're because they're in their mind too much. Like it looks all right, but they don't feel themselves at the moment. They're really detaching. Although the pride energy is coming through as an external energy, for those of you who it's romantic or you're not with them, they're thinking too much. They're thinking a lot about the past, but they're trying to run away from the past. The tower moment of the past is coming down. It's just not, it's no longer holding them back where they could, in an egoic state, put the rose-colored glasses on. And again, the Neptune energy is very much that. Rose-colored glasses coming off. Seeing situations, places, and things for what they really are. Meanwhile, you potentially could be getting super triggered. For those of you in no communication or those of you within the relationship, there's a lot, the detachment energy this month coming through, I would say feels more to do with the fact that we're looking at things very realistically. We're looking at what does work, what doesn't work, how we can get balanced. It could slow down a little bit where we have the rose-colored glasses coming off to really see what's going on. It's a slower pace, but it potentially could be a yucky version, but it's not going to hurt you. It's more, oh, that's not so attractive, you know what I mean? Both of you on your own side of the fence are dealing with your feminine energy. Now, the reason I'm saying that, your emotional body experience, and that's very relevant for the Cancer energy coming through. The purge and the flow of energy that comes through for the both of you will flow through in a healthy way. You could I do feel you'll get more communication. It won't necessarily be directly about each other, although it will stem that way. It will be due to external situations, past tense situations, and about the lessons you've both learned. You're balancing both your feminine and your masculine on both sides of the fence, though. Yeah, a lot of heart chakra. Yeah, have faith in the process, okay? You know how this is going to go. It is flowing. There is hope in this situation. A miracle is about to happen. Those of you who are Geminis, you know, Your heart chakra is open. You have done the work. You have worked on, what you're wanting is stability, harmony, peace, and, things to flow. Let things flow. Now, you're wondering if it's the light. I'm going with the weather. Use some sepal in general, and with this Cancer energy coming through, they got heart chakra activation as well. So between you could be potentially opening the door back up to an old love interest. And there's a lot of duality coming through with you guys. I'm feeling more towards the end of the month. There could be baby steps through that process, revelations, realizations, but it's moving towards a place where come through. I'm not having a bad feeling about this connection, but I do feel a few tower moments in order for this to start moving energetically forward. Eventually. Now, this can be where you invest, what you are careful who you're sharing your information with the finances. Be careful of what you hear as gospel, especially with Neptune retrograde. Read the fine print, okay? If you're investing in something or using your money on something, especially when it comes to new events, I, for the life of me, don't know. I don't know how this video is going to go. It's probably going to be pretty crappy, but hey, if you get the information, you get the information. Be careful, because check your paperwork during Mercury retrograde. You guys, this could be in relation to your wounds of the past. It also could be in relation to an Aries individual, okay? There's also 2 areas you're working on, 2 ways this can go. That's why the delay is there during July. Use the meditation to gain clarity. You can't wait, in a sense. You know these things have to change, but take a fresh approach to applying it. Especially with retrograde cycles, you do tend to get forward motion, but what you'll find is what didn't work, look at it, change it up, attempt it. Even if it's in a trial run, even if it's in an energetic download where you get the aha epiphany moment and you do the work there, you're going to have that forward movement, okay? But the key to success is looking at what didn't work in the past and changing it up to put fresh energy into it. What you're not seeing coming is people around you who are going to probably be pulling piss. Manipulators, controllers, judgmental people that think they know best. You must check in with yourself. They may trigger you, but again, check in whether it's your energy or their energy. What is the projection in that situation? Try not to get triggered by what they're saying. Although they're older, they're acting immature. But it depends. The energy can go on both sides of the fence. Again, I am feeling it's people projecting towards you. This can even be a past tense love interest. Some of them might have wanted children. Some of them are jealous about children and didn't have them but want them. But I do feel a connection to children in some shape or form. It's really blocked them spiritually. They need to move beyond it, but this trigger point is necessary for that to happen, and the Cancer energy coming through is very relevant for that. Now, in your tribe, there can be some people that, a love interest could be coming back, someone who's not a friend. There could also be a person circling in your tribe that is not a friend, okay? Be cautious, keep your cards close to your chest. If you're sensing this person isn't doing right by you, be cautious, because they might not be having the best intentions. There may be a toxic person from the past coming back to heal. Assess it, okay? If they are coming back, I'm feeling they're different, but there's 2 energies coming through. There's one of a female friend. There is one of a romantic interest. 2 different energies, okay? The friend, be careful. The romantic interest, you will notice a difference. They could directly be linked. Pay attention to it. Also be very cautious about, and look, the friend might even be a family member. That is a feminine energy. They are very jealous. They can be very triggered. Just be really cautious. They've got negative energy surrounding them. It can be a karmic energy and a lesson for you. They can have jealous eye. I'll just say jealous eye. Good old evil eye. You can feel their vibration and it triggers you. So it can even be when they're around you, it's triggering you, or when they're just, I'm telling you, they're pissing you off. It's just like, go away. Leave me alone. You're bothering me. This could even be a stalker energy, but it just feels someone who you just wish not to be around. Any questions before the bloody internet cuts off again and draws into that shit, guys? It's so funny. Mercury, I'm definitely looking at my chart because I'm telling you, whenever I'm having a mass transformation in my life, bloody Mercury goes retrograde. Any questions? The older we get, rising signs as well will relate to us more so because we change. I had a girlfriend that was always looking at a zodiac sign. She goes, oh, it's not relating. It's not. Look at your rising sign. And then if you're a twin, look at your twin sign. It'll relate to you the further down the path you go. I will be doing the twin flame one, but I'm going to try and get through these because I've literally only got 2 days. Then the weekend's here. I'm cramming. Cool. And what was coming through? Communication. There you go. There you bloody go. If you're wanting to book a private reading, link is below. As I said, I have blocked out the first 2 weeks of July. Bookings are still open. Inbox me. The reason I have is because I've got things going on, but I am available. You do not need to book an emergency reading apart from on the weekends. It will still get charged at the same rate. Okay, so don't freak out. If I have an availability, I will tell you each day. Inbox me via the website. The evenings will still be open. So my evenings in Australia will be, in America, your morning time. So they will still be open. Anytime outside of that, still inbox me. I will still be able to do emails. I will still be able to do videos, but they will have to be purchased through the website, and I do it on my site. So telephone bookings, video bookings, email bookings will proceed. Skype will be of the evening or where available due to some things happening around July for me. But the rest of the month will be open. So if you haven't booked a spot, book it now. Otherwise, when everyone else wants to get in, you guys will not catch me. I will still be coming live throughout the month. Yes, that's correct, Shelley. But it's got the transfer of time on the website. I've got clocks on the website. Somebody set up a payment the other day and they said it was getting taken out of their account and they unsubscribed from the Yildiz website. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. They would have pressed donation ongoingly. That's all. It's been cancelled. If you're wanting to get updates via, I am going to create a special, which is a package that you can buy for a 6-month or a 12-month subscription for a set price readings, where it will be charged at a set rate for the whole year, so that it comes out of your account once a month and it's set price. It will be more discounted than what the general reads are, but it's that ongoing price for my loyal customers. It'll be gold membership, and you can then select the day. But once a month you get one reading, and it will be a set price for the entire year. So I will give you a heads up when that happens. Any questions while we're here, for those of you who are here still? No questions? Feel free to comment underneath. I read all the comments and I will respond to your questions. Obviously, if it's reading related, book a reading. No questions? We're breathing still, aren't we? Unfortunately. Oh, Well, I'm on the cusp for my rising for Gemini. So this theoretically relates to me too. Yeah. Venus is in Scorpio. Wonder what's going to come through for Scorpio. A lot of my charts, Cancer and Scorpio. No questions. Everyone's so quiet. Are we like, oh, what's happening? A lot of changes, a lot of changes. 16th. It's looking open for the 16th. But this transformation, highest advice for Gemini is when you're getting triggered attached, trust it. It's so close. A lot of what is transpiring, you need to let that person take accountability. And don't panic. Don't panic. Grab a bag of popcorn. Don't panic. Love and light.